Hello guys, it's Blazing Alex. We're back at it again with another video, and today we will be vaping a keef sandwich. So it's literally gonna be weed in the bottom, keef in the middle, and then more weed on top. So literally like a sandwich. We'll be using Blueberry Dream from Big Bag O Buds. I don't want to spill it out, but it's a sativa strain coming at 27.3% THC. And then the keef, I'm honestly not sure what I got. I bought it ages ago, but it is very sticky. Some good stuff, very sticky. Pretty sure that's sativa too. But yeah, we will be vaping the first bowl normally, just to make sure we don't burn the keef or nothing like that. But yeah, I will be using the Solo Arizer version 1 with the tabletop bong and the whip hose. But yeah, gonna be doing Z90 Fahrenheit. And I'm just gonna pack a little bowl. I'll pack it. And as you can see, my vape is smoking a little bit. Basically, at some point in time, a little piece of weed dropped in. So, it's essentially burning. So what I did, you're not supposed to, but I use a little stir tool. And just gently on the bottom of it. And I just move it just a wee bit. Just like it's loose. Then I dump it out, shake it out, whatever. And yeah, it's no longer smoking. There's no more crumbs in. But yeah, let's get this bad boy heated up. You can buy the bong from tabletopbase.com if you're in the USA. You can also buy it from, I think, tabletopbong.com. That's the Canada website. This is a very nice setup. You can't really go wrong with it, honestly. Yeah, let me get a drink real quick. Awesome, let's take a rip. Should be about heated up. It might benefit from another 10 seconds or so, but the Solo Arizer Z does heat up quick. The bong is a little bit dirty right now, so with like the inside of the bong, it could benefit from a cleaning, but yeah, so let's take a rip. Cheers. Sometimes the top doesn't come off with the vape. Just pick it up. Be careful if it does happen, because it can be very hot. But not uncommon for me. I'm not sure why exactly it happens. Must be something I'm doing. But no biggie. But yeah, that one barely toasted the weed. So definitely got another clean, good hit. Because I like the very flavorful hits. Like once it's no longer flavorful, just chuck that shit out. But yeah, let's take another hit. Very good hit. There's probably another left in there, but it's not going to be a flavorful one. So I'm going to call it, dump that out. Just use a little ashtray, dump it in, and you obviously want to clean it out. If you don't clean out the glass thing, weed can fall inside of your arizer and it can burn, and you don't want to burn it. That kind of defeats the point of combustion, of vaporizing, that I mean. I'm trying to avoid combusting. So got a little bit of weed in here. You use the bottom of my stir stick just to tuck it in a little bit. I'm barely pressing down. You don't need to press down that hard. But I got the weed in the bottom. Let me open up the keef. Okay. Let me just grab me a piece. Those are right on top. See? Okay, as you can see, we got some weed and some keef. So now I'm just gonna put more weed in it. Just gently over top. Don't want to overfill it. Then I'm just gonna gently press down just to get it inside. The key thing is you don't want to push down too hard, otherwise you will be restricting your airflow. And you don't want that. You really want the good airflow. So I'm going to crank this up to, I don't know, let me say 411 Fahrenheit. And this is going to be a one hitter. And it's going to be a big one. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Here's my eyes before. Tell. Not that high. Not high at all, really. But hopefully I will be. I love the sunglasses out here. Makes all the difference when vaping outside, honestly. So awesome. Ready to take a hit? Close that up. Cheers. Definitely taste the keef in there. Definitely got another hit. Not gonna be no one hitter. Didn't let it cook long enough, probably. I am fairly newish to vaporizing. The only devices I have used is the Solo, the Air Max 2, and the Solo Arizer 3. The Air Max 2 is what got me out of combusting, like smoking bowls or smoking a joint. So I'm glad it is a lot easier on your lungs. I don't find I cough as much as I used to. It tastes better, I find, and it's just not as harsh. I just prefer vaping. When 411 is a higher degree, especially with something like this. It's a very powerful device. But yeah, let's take another rip. So good. Alright, that is cleared out. Very good. I am already starting to feel the keef. The keef I have now, honestly, it's not my favorite flavor. I'm really into flavor when I am picking a strain of anything, but obviously keef a little bit harder to get up here in Canada, at least where I live at. Not a whole lot of options, so kind of just gotta accept it for what it is. And I'm gonna crank this back down to about Z90. I'll only crank it up when I take the big keef hits. I don't know why, I just feel it better. But if you are smoking keef at home, do be careful. It is more potent than normal weed. And I actually got some keef here in the bottom of my grinder. I don't want to dump it out. Not too much, honestly, as you can tell. Let's scrape some up. Let me see. Hopefully you can see that. Oops. But yeah, I'm recording the video on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, by the way, just if you are interested. I do think it's a very good camera quality. Can't really go wrong with it. Very solid overall. So hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure how great you can see it where I am outside. And it is a little bit sunny out. It's not too bad. The sun is kind of over the house right now, the back side of the house. But it is pretty bright outside, I will say. But yeah, I love weed, man. It's so fucking good. Tastes so good. Here's the grinder I got. You'd have to look it up. SL. I'm not really sure what the last letter is, but version 2.5. It's a solid grinder. I got it because my friend recommended it. I love it. It's a nice grinder. You can't go wrong with it. And I got a smell-proof bag just because, well, first, my mother-in-law didn't know I smoked weed. I was smoking at the time. I was living with her. So I had all my weed in a smell-proof bag, so she couldn't smell it. And then I just kept the bag when me and my wife found our own place because she doesn't like the smell of weed, and it does help contain the weed smell. So I recommend it. I bought it off Amazon for 20 bucks. I really recommend it. Especially if you are having to hide your weed usage, pick one up. And usually it even comes with accessories like bags and stuff like that. Smell-proof bags, grinder, joint holders. It just depends whatever sets you get. So let's take one more hit, then I'm going to get off here. Alright guys, I'm out. Having that sun blaze on.